Hi, I'm Noah Wilson from iHollywood TV. Well, Valentine's Day is just right around the corner, and it couldn't have came at a better time than to celebrate the release of the funny romantic comedy For the Love of George. Please welcome Nadia Jordan joining us through VI Skype. What's up, Nadia?
Hi.
It's great to have you on. Happy almost Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. 2 days time, not long to go.
Yeah, that's right. Any plans for Valentine's Day?
You know, I haven't at the minute. I've been so busy that it hasn't even registered, because for me, Valentine's Day is all about the movie, which is obviously being released today. So, yeah, I haven't even given it much thought. I'm generally not big on Valentine's Day. I kind of don't like going out and sitting with all the other couples just to be there like, oh, look, it's Valentine's Day. But you know, it's a day to get romantic, so.
Yeah. So the premiere was last night. So
yes.
How much fun was that? Y'all had the entire cast join for the premiere?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, we have Rex Lee, Ruth Connell, Paul Provenza, Ben Glebe, Henry Hereford. I mean, yeah, most of the cast. Sean Sippos is away filming, so he couldn't make it. Right. And Tate is in Austin. So, but we had a good turnout. It was at Chinese Theatre in Hollywood, which was great, obviously. Oh, so yeah, it was lots of fun.
So For the Love of George is a romantic comedy about a jilted wife who leaves her cheating husband in England and sets off to LA to meet who she believes is the perfect man, George Clooney. We love George, he's amazing. So you co-wrote, you produced, and you're also the lead of this film, Nadia. So how did it come about making a movie about George Clooney?
So basically I had the idea for the movie several years ago. I just moved to Los Angeles. It was a time when George Clooney was still single, and he was like the most perfect bachelor. Like everyone wanted to meet George Clooney and settle down with George Clooney, and the press was obsessed with, is he going to meet the right girl? Is he ever going to settle down? And he was a self-proclaimed bachelor, right? So I had the idea of doing this, you know, cute story that this woman leaves England, comes to LA, hoping to meet George Clooney and be the one that he settles down with. So that's how it started. And obviously we know that he didn't stay a bachelor for too long. So somewhere along the way, there were several rewrites in the script, because, I mean, nobody saw that coming. He was a bachelor for 22 years, swore he'd never get married, never had kids. So, but yeah, it was basically just because it was, you know, it was a big thing about, was he going to settle down? And, you know, I like comedy, I like romance, and yeah, it just seemed like it would make a cute story.
Oh yeah, well, for sure, it's a cute story, it's a funny story. I mean, I was laughing my butt off watching this movie. But a question I do want to ask, and maybe some of the fans watching want to know this as well. Did y'all ever try to get George Clooney to actually be a part of this movie? Was this kind of something that, or maybe as a stand, you know, character, like to make, you know, since this is a movie about really George Clooney?
Yeah, I mean, we've been in touch with his reps. I mean, we're working with Casamigos. Obviously, he owns a tequila company, and they're featured in the movie. I was inspired to make the whole story into a feature film by George works very closely with a charity called Not on Our Watch and the Enough Project, and you know, he's a passionate humanitarian, and I'd kind of become more involved and aware of his humanitarian work, and one of their suggestions to raise awareness to the charity was to host a screening. So I thought, well, why not make a movie? So they've obviously known about the film, and you know, have given some input and things to his humanitarian part of the script, and also been in touch with his PR person, his manager. Whether he actually, you know, how much he knows about the story and how much he doesn't, I'm not too sure, but I can say we've covered everything. So yeah, who knows?
Did his PR reps or anything like get back with y'all and say, oh wow, this is fantastic, this is like, we can't wait to watch this?
You know, I approached them at the beginning because I wanted to see, you know, are they going to be okay with me making a film about George Clooney and talking about him and his charity work and his tequila company. And I kind of put off sending the email for a long time because I was scared I'd get a no, and I already had this whole script and story. But yeah, they were really cool. Just, you know, fine, and put us in touch with his agent. At the time, I think George was working in a film and was pretty busy. But yeah, they've been very helpful.
this is such a phenomenal cast too. Y'all got to pull some big stars, which I love. I saw that Kristen Johnston was a part of this movie, and Sean Suppose, he was a part as well. And Sean is also your co-star in the film. So how was it like being able to work with Kristen and Sean in For the Love of George?
Yeah, so Kristen is absolutely great. She's so funny. She was, you know, she plays the psychic in the film. So she was only on set for a day, but she's a big personality. Like how she is in you know, how she comes across in her characters, she's just like that. She's so funny. She's so nice. And literally would kind of be telling everyone on set what to do in a nice way, just jokingly funny, and make jokes about herself. And she was really cool. And Sean I got to shoot a lot more with, obviously, because he had a main role. And he's very, very funny. Like the relationship I had with him as Luke, like none of that needed to be performed. He would be having me laugh on camera, off camera, to the point where it actually drove the director a bit mad, and she'd tell him to stop goofing around. And sometimes I would just get the giggles, and you know, he knew what he was doing. He was creating that relationship, but he's as the director described him, a goofball. He's very funny.
Well, I hope everyone goes and sees this. This is really the perfect family-friendly movie to watch for Valentine's Day, and it couldn't have came at a better time for it to release. And we have a little sneak peek of For the Love of George. So let's all take a look.
Poppy?
Happy birthday, darling. Drink.
Wait, I can explain.
They tell me I'm having a breakdown just because my husband had an affair, and instead of mourning in misery, I jetted off to LA.
Poppy!
Justin! Maybe this is all fake, because I am meant to find George.
So this is a Clooney-specific obsession.
I'm not obsessed.
Casamigos, isn't that George Clooney's tequila?
George Clooney is attending a party that you're hosting. You've got to invite me. Less than 2 miles away. Where is he?
He left 20 minutes ago. Oh, Poppy, nobody's perfect. I mean, I'm sure even George Clooney has flaws.
Who are you?
Alvin Cooney. People just call me Cooney.
Close enough.
That llama idea is copyrighted.
You didn't really think you were going to meet George Clooney here, did you?
Look, it's him.
All I expect is a chance encounter with the man of my dreams and him finding out I'm the woman of his. The name's Poppy, actually. English Poppy.
Poppy, weird name, huh? Have you been to Downton Abbey?
No, it's not a real place.
Looking for George gives me a purpose, a reason not to think about what's going on in my life.
It's George. Married.
Can't carry on like this.
Wish somebody could just tell me what to do.
You should see my friend, Madame Nina.
I don't believe in psychics. They're just for the sad and desperate looking to latch onto any scrap of hope they can get. Do you see any, like, men, like love, romance?
No.
Well, think before you just say it.
No.
This is a date, right?
Yes, this is a date.
I see you're having a breakdown and have gone and got yourself a toy boy.
I want our animal spirits to make love.
I do want you back. So I ran.
From the hotel?
I ran from the car. Killed me.
I'm just not sure where I go from here.
That was For the Love of George. Isn't it funny, you guys? I can't wait for you all to check it out, and I know Nadia is excited for you to watch as well. It's available on DVD and on-demand platforms now, so go watch it right now after this interview. That's the great time to watch it. But gather the family and grab your popcorn. All right, Nadia, thank you so much for joining. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for this.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye.